Hey guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm Rebecca, and in this video, I'm going to share you guys some summer campus experience in University of Chicago. And in my channel, I'd like to share more about some study tips, an Ivy diploma program. And if you are interested in those stuff, please subscribe and gives me a thumbs up for this video. And let's start. First of all, I'd like to say that how I get there, I take the airplane to O'Hare State Airport, and we take a Uber to University of Chicago campus. It's kind of far away because it's actually in the in the south of Chicago, but actually the airport is near Northwestern University, which is in the north of Chicago. So that's the reason why we took a long time to get there. And after we've been there, because we get there a day earlier to actually set up all of our luggages and equipment, I one day earlier than my roommate. But the classes will actually happen the day after. And there is an orientation for us to familiarize with people around us from my RA group. RA is actually the acronym for residential assistant. They are in charge of checking people's curfew for weekdays. They are supposed to check in 11 p.m. and for weekend it's 12. It's kind of annoying because you have to wait until that time to go to sleep because they have to check it right at that time. And sometimes I'll just simply fall asleep and they will just pause me, and my roommate will always wake me up to help me to register that I'm actually already back home and already back to the dorm. Yeah. And another thing is that we will be given a small student card with our names and also our picture on it. It will actually be used when you have to get inside your dorm because it's actually electronic version information on it, and also you can use it whenever you have to go to cafe to have lunch and have breakfast. Yes, and realizing that it's really crucial for you to take it because we will actually get lots of privilege if you show that the people from outside your identity is actually a college student. And especially when we visit Art Institute of Chicago and go to the concert, we just get a huge discount because we don't need to pay anything if we have those cards, and we only pay $10 for a ticket worth $150, which is super great. Yeah, so moving on. As for the dormitory, it's absolutely gorgeous with extremely considerate equipment. One small thing I observed is that when we left our dorm without turning off the lights, it will just automatically turn off to actually save the electricity, which is really considerate because I have never observed or see those equipment before in China. So really impressive. Um, and as for your roommate, actually you cannot choose a roommate in summer campus, but maybe you can if you really get enrolled to University of Chicago for undergrad. And basically you will leave with another roommate with different nationality because I'm from China, and my roommate is a New York girl from New York City, and she is absolutely gorgeous and helped me a lot with the campus life. I also practice my English a lot, so thank you. A huge shout out to Lauren, and thank you. And yes, so moving on. In terms of the academics, I actually took a campus called College Pathway to Economics, an application or something. I forgot the name, but the thing is, we learn basically around economics, separated in four parts. The first one is microeconomic, macroeconomic, field experiment, and also game theory. Um, Even from the nationality of the professors, I can actually experience or not acknowledge the fact that how crucial it is for them to actually be a more culturally diversified, because my macro teacher is from Japan, and a field experiment professor is actually from Korea, which is really impressive. And everybody have different kind of teaching styles, and really good. If you'd like to see some of our materials, some of them are actually from online and electronic version. You just need to download it. And we also like here. This is the book we use. Oh, the name. I'd like to stay and Kenmore name is College Pathway Program in Economics and lecture slash pre-readings. There are lots, like a lot of those. Yeah, a lot. I mean, a lot of pre-readings you have to do, and really helpful for your SAT, by the way. But the thing is, because I'm not a native speaker, I cannot read as fast as the rest of them, so I have to spend a lot of time on that. But it's really helpful because every time those guest lecture, there will some professor will not continuously like teach this program, but will just teach for one lesson. They will just focus on the content they ask us to do, and ask us to read, and you do need to know the context of it. Um, because I haven't learned economics ever before, so I don't know the basic topic about that. But the thing is, it's really interesting because we are actually learning a lot of things, not necessarily only focused in economics, but actually other relevant stuff, which is really interesting, like the liquidity of our capital for tourism or something. I forgot, but it's really interesting, and I really recommended you to actually have a look of every prerequisite reading before the lecture happened. Yeah. So moving on is that special tips, some tips for you to get along or adapt to the lectures, because some professor are like have such a low volume, so you cannot hear their voice really clearly. So I suggest you to actually sit in front row to actually have better interaction and ask more questions to the professors. And they're actually really nice. If you have some extra academics questions or even related to admission, you can actually go them during office hour, I believe. You can check it online as well. And moving on, apart from those professors, you will actually meet some teaching assistants. There are 57 students in my program, and we are separated equally into 4 discussion sessions. You have to meet your teaching assistant, which is TA, once a day, and it's basically just talking about your data response question or problem set, and they will actually their responsibility is help you to understand those things that professor illustrated us and answer your more specific questions. But the thing is, I don't like my TA, and I heard a saying goes is that there are 50% of cool guys in University of Chicago, and the rest of the 50s are actually really nerdy. And unfortunately, mine was pretty nerdy, and I cannot even talk to him because he's like, okay, it's like, he's absolutely gorgeous in academic stuff, but he is not a good teacher, and some of them maybe the professor have already illustrated clearly, and when he has to reinterpret it again, I completely lost from or direction. So I think it still depends on your pure luck that which TA you will actually be distributed to. Hopefully, or I think like the majority of them are not nerdy if you apply to University of Chicago, but I'm not that fortunate. Yeah. So moving on is that environment and location. Yes. Some people say that Chicago is not that safe or pretty dangerous, and my mom even told me to be careful when I like hang out with my friends around even a campus. But the thing is, it's not as dangerous as your imagination before you go, because there are lots of alarming apparatus, and it's really safe because there's also a fare station at right next to our dormitories, and nothing will happen. Just literally nothing will happen. It's extremely safe, but just like be careful, especially during the midnight. Do not go out after the curfew, and always hang out with your friends instead of going alone. And yeah, so just some tips. It's not as dangerous as you might imagine, and it's absolutely safe, and you can stay there really safe without any attack or things. And they will actually give you some security letters from to your email to actually warn you that something will happen and just avoid that, which is really considerate and will actually help you. Like, yeah, you will never get into trouble like that. And uh, from my perspective, I also like sorry, I also want to share some experience during the weekend, because the compulsory sector is we have to go to campus tour to a liberal arts college and a public college. After that, we are entirely free, and we're a group that just go to the Chicago Art Institute, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and lots of really famous masterpieces are shown there. And if you have student card, it's like zero price. You definitely have to go there. Just hang out with your friends and take a Uber. It's really like right in the center of Chicago. Maybe 30 minutes right to from your dorm to the museum. It's pretty good. And the third, another thing is we went to a concert to listen to um, Chicago, Chicago Orchestra. Yeah, and I will show picture here. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, and you'll definitely go there. It's pretty far away, but I mean, the experience is really good. It's really memorable, and the overall experience is that Chicago is such a convenient and really great and diversity place, and um, I really want to live there for a long time. Yeah, that's basically my feedback or my evaluation towards my summer campus experience. And thank you for watching. In the next video, I will share more about my campus visit in a university, in New York City and also Boston. Thank you for watching. Bye.